Okay, everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to do the creep. I'm going to take this ladder here and we're going to creep it along the building. Now, these particular windows right here cannot be tucker poled because along the edges they're not sealed and the water will go in. Plus the paint is old and it'll drip out and it'll always leave a mark there. It won't look good. Can't tucker pole it. Actually, these windows are kind of crappy. This is an old building. And at the top, I can't use my standoff because I can only do one window at a time if I put my standoff there. So here, I've got it right in the center so I can clean 1, 2. Now, when we creep the ladder, instead of me standing it up, because there's a tree right here, and then me bringing the base in, which is a pain in the butt, what we're going to do is we're going to creep the ladder. And what we'll do is we'll move it away and then move it here. And then we'll take the bottom and move it there. And I'll stand right here to do that. Not right here, because if I stand right here and I move the ladder this way, then the weight of the ladder will be away from me and not over me. If it's over me, I have better control of it. So that's why I'll stand right here and I'll creep the ladder this way and then this way, this way and then this way. When I move the ladder, it will keep the end against the building. So when I get around to it, I'll show you the creep. And I'm not talking about creeps. Thank you. Oh, just one quick point I want to make. Right here, if you look, you see I'm kind of drying out my scram to the point of a dampness that will work. You guys need to buy the scrim. Scrims are cool. Okay, y'all. First I'm going to show you the top moving, and then I'm going to show you the bottom moving. Everybody, whenever you move a ladder, you always want to have the rope in your hand, because if something was to happen and the fly section was to pull up and go off the hooks, it would come crashing down and maybe it'll be on your hand. Another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to move the ladder with your hand on the rung. The reason is, if that ladder does come crashing down, it will smash your hand. You always want to move the ladder with your hand on the rail and one hand holding the rope. So quickly, I'm going to go ahead and show you how it goes. The top is going to move this way, and then the bottom is going to move this way. And that's how you move the ladder with a creep, because the building will hold the weight and you won't have to. Okay, here we go. And all you want to do is bounce it. You want to bounce it. Okay, you want to grab your ladder, pull it away, and bounce it. Now I'm going to move the bottom and then set the ladder on the new set. So there you go. I moved it one time. Now, if you look, you'll see I have several ladder sets to make, and I got trees in the way. If I was to stand the ladder straight up and try to walk it just 2 feet, That'll be extra work that I don't need to do. It'll be extra work on my body. Why do that when I can use the building to carry the weight of the ladder? Next thing I'm going to show you is how to do the bottom when I move it. Okay, so here's the bottom. Now I'm going to stand on the other side and I'm going to move the bottom this way after I move the top that way. So I'm going to move the top first and then move the bottom. Okay, let's check it out. Remember, you always want to grab the rope. Make sure you have your hand on the rope. Now here we go. Moving the top. Moving the bottom. Moving the top. Moving the bottom. Okay, y'all, that was the creep, and it wasn't based on any creeps. It was just creeping the ladder along the edge of the building, the top, the bottom, the top, the bottom, the top, the bottom. It's much easier working in that way. Saves you a lot of effort, saves you a lot of weight. You can get more work done if you don't put out too much strength in your body. By the end of the day, you'll be all worn out. So there you go. That's called the creep. All right, y'all, have a good day. Okay, y'all, let's see the creep from a distance. If I can get myself in there without being seen. I don't know if we can do that, but you know, Mr. Wilson, oh well. Hey, Mr. Wilson. So let's take a look at it from a little bit of a distance and see what it looks like. Here goes the creep. You always want to grab your rope. Here we go. Okay, there you go. That's called the creep. Now, you always want to be safe when you're using the ladder. And using the creep is one way of being safe so you don't hurt your body, your back. Remember now, you need to be safe while you're working with the ladder because you only have one failure on the ladder before you will have a problem. One failure, one fall, that's all it takes. So y'all, think safe, and remember, gravity's gonna pull you down and put you down, and your body is not going to take it. So, think twice as you work with your ladder. Actually, think twice in everything you do, because our business, our industry, window cleaning, is a dangerous business. It's a very dangerous business. Okay, y'all, have a good day. So, when you want to move your ladder, one of the things you want to make sure you do, like I've already stated, is you want to grab your rope. So that way, it don't come down. And you grab your rail right here. Then another thing you want to do is you want to put your foot on the foot. When you go to bring it away from the building, you're bouncing it so that when you move the top, the bottom doesn't kick out on you. So you keep your foot on the foot. When you go ahead and bounce your ladder away from the building, and then you creep it over you. After you do that, you want to take your foot off the foot and then move your base. You move your base. Another point I made was, and it's just as a general standard operating procedure, is that when you're moving your ladder away from the building, you don't keep your hand on the rung, just in case the fly section doesn't come down onto your hand. Now, I did say that you're not supposed to move your ladder with your hand on the rung, but sometimes you need to. But you're going to be paying close attention when you do that. Most of the time you should have your hand on the rail, and be careful when you move the ladder. But when I'm creeping it, I'll have my hand on the rail, and then when I make the bottom creep, I'll have my hand on the rung. So that way, if something was to happen, I can pull my hand away. Having your hand like this isn't very functional. And if the ladder was to come down, it would smash your hand right there. So we don't want to move the ladder like that. You want to have your hand underneath, and then you move the ladder that way. So remember, keep your foot on the foot, and be careful when you have your hand on the rung. Don't make it standard operating procedures when you move your ladder. Whenever you move your ladder, pull your ladder away from the building, have it on the rail, so that way you can be safe. One more point being made to y'all.